Hi smart learners, welcome to Flash Learn Hub, the place where smart study meets fun learning. If you're aiming to boost your exam scores using science-backed techniques, you're in the right place. We use active retrieval, like quizzes and flashcards, visual tools, like mind maps and infographics, and varied practice to make your learning stick. Our goal? To help you move knowledge into your permanent memory, not just explain concepts.
Agenda, flashcards, missing word, odd one out,
quiz,
matching game, wordplay. Note: if you haven't watched part 1, please watch it before continuing here. I've added a link to a quiz in the description below. Take it now, and again later, when you feel you're forgetting. Share your score in the comments. Let's learn together.
The world. Questioning, experimentation, and exploration. How is science presented? A way of thinking that welcomes curiosity and addresses environmental challenges. Name 4 areas of science covered. Physics, chemistry, biology, and earth sciences. What relationship exists between different fields of science? They are interconnected. What are some specific topics covered? Properties of materials, behavior of electricity, reversible and irreversible changes, and the measurement of time. What is emphasized as being important for scientific thinking? Asking interesting questions. What kind of thinking is encouraged? Creative and imaginative thinking. Definition: curiosity. The capacity to wonder and inquire, driving scientific investigation and understanding. Definition: physics. A branch of science concerned with the nature and properties of matter and energy. Definition: chemistry. The branch of science that deals with the identification of the substances of which matter is composed. Definition: biology. The science of life and living organisms. Definition: earth sciences. The branch of science dealing with the physical constitution of the earth and its atmosphere. Definition: reversible changes. Changes where the original substance can be recovered. Definition: irreversible changes. Changes where the original substance cannot be recovered. What is the purpose of encouraging experimentation? To foster exploration and discovery. What does welcoming curiosity lead to? Scientific inquiry and problem solving. The book aims to encourage and to understand the world. Questioning, experimentation, exploration. Explanation. This highlights the core principles the book tries to instill in the reader. Science is presented as a way of thinking that welcomes and addresses environmental challenges. Curiosity. Explanation. Curiosity is a fundamental aspect of scientific thinking. The book covers topics from to biology and earth sciences, showing how they are interconnected. Physics, chemistry. Explanation. This indicates some of the specific scientific domains covered in the book. Topics include the properties of materials, the behavior of reversible and irreversible changes, and the measurement of time. Electricity. Explanation. Electricity is one of the core concepts discussed in the book. Topics include the properties of materials, the behavior of electricity, and changes, and the measurement of time. Reversible, irreversible. Explanation. Understanding different types of changes is important in science. The importance of asking interesting is emphasized, encouraging creative and imaginative thinking. Questions. Explanation. Asking questions is central to the scientific method. Science is presented as a way of thinking that welcomes curiosity and addresses Environmental challenges. Explanation. This highlights the practical applications of science in solving real-world problems. The book covers topics from physics and chemistry to biology and earth sciences, showing how they are interconnected. Explanation. Emphasizes that different scientific fields are related and build on each other. Topics include the properties of the behavior of electricity, reversible and irreversible changes, and the measurement of time. Materials. Explanation. Understanding materials is a fundamental aspect of several scientific disciplines. The importance of asking interesting questions is emphasized, encouraging thinking. Creative, imaginative. Explanation. Questioning fosters innovative thinking. The book aims to encourage questioning, experimentation, and exploration to understand the world. Explanation. This reinforces the book's purpose. The book covers topics from physics and chemistry to showing how they are interconnected. Biology, earth sciences. Explanation. Names the biological and geological sciences. Topics include the properties of materials, the behavior of electricity, reversible and irreversible changes, and the measurement of time. Explanation. Measurement of time is a basic skill in science. The importance of asking interesting questions is emphasized, encouraging creative and imaginative thinking. Explanation. Highlights the result of asking questions. Is presented as a way of thinking that welcomes curiosity and addresses environmental challenges. Science. Explanation. Science solves current issues. Which of these is not a main branch of science? Curiosity, physics, chemistry. The odd one out is curiosity. Because physics, chemistry, and biology are all core fields within science, while curiosity is a characteristic one should possess. Which of these is not an encouraged practice in the study of science? Experimentation, facts, exploration. The odd one out is facts. Because experimentation and exploration are encouraged practices, facts are not a practice but a result. Which of the following is not a main field of science, according to the text? Physics, chemistry, light. The odd one out is light. Because physics, chemistry, and earth sciences are listed as science fields. Light is a concept studied within those fields. Which of these is not a type of change described in the summary? Reversible changes, irreversible changes. Questions. The odd one out is questions. Because reversible and irreversible changes are types of changes, while questions are part of scientific inquiry. Which of the following is not directly related to the process of thinking like a scientist? Questioning, shadows, understanding. The odd one out is shadows. Because science involves both questioning and understanding, shadows are a subject of study. Which of these is not an activity to help gain knowledge about the world? Experimentation, exploration, shadow. The odd one out is shadow. Because experimentation, exploration, and observation are activities to gain knowledge, shadow is an effect to be observed. Which of these is not a specific field of science? Natural world, physics, chemistry. The odd one out is natural world. Because physics and chemistry are specific fields of science, the natural world is the broader subject of study. Which of the following is not promoted in the text? Shadows, exploration, experimentation. The odd one out is shadows. Because exploration, experimentation, and curiosity are all things promoted in the text. Which of the following is not a method for understanding the natural world? Experimentation, observation, facts. The odd one out is facts. Because experimentation is a key component, along with observation, facts are what is gathered from these, not a method. Which is not a field of science? Physics, biology, creative thinking. The odd one out is creative thinking. Because physics and biology are specific fields, creative thinking is a skill to use in the fields. Which of these is a field of science, not a characteristic of a scientist? Questioning, earth sciences, observing. The odd one out is earth sciences. Because earth sciences is a specific field of science, the other two are characteristics of a scientist. Which of these is not a concept related to understanding the universe? Experimentation, light, shadow. The odd one out is experimentation. Because light and shadow are concepts related to understanding the universe, while experimentation is a method used in science. Which option isn't a way of learning about our world? Experimentation, properties of materials, observation. The odd one out is properties of materials. Because experimentation is a way to gain understanding. Questions are what drive the need for the others. Which of the following is a branch of science? Curiosity, physics, creative thinking. The odd one out is curiosity. Because physics is a branch of science. The other two are qualities that scientists should have. Which concept is the chapter using to explore the world? Asking interesting questions. Science. Properties of materials. The odd one out is science. Because the others are concepts the chapter uses to explore the world of science. Which of the following best describes the essence of science as presented in the chapter? The correct answer is curiosity and questioning. Explanation. Science is presented as a way of thinking characterized by curiosity and inquiry. According to the chapter, what range does science encompass? The correct answer is from tiny cells to the movement of stars. Explanation. The chapter suggests that science extends from the very small cells to the very large stars. What mindset is most encouraged to become an explorer in the world of science? The correct answer is thinking and knowledge expansion. Explanation. The chapter encourages exploration, critical thinking, and the expansion of knowledge. Which of the following groups represents different fields of science mentioned in the chapter? The correct answer is physics, chemistry, biology, earth sciences. Explanation. Physics, chemistry, biology, and earth sciences are explicitly mentioned as scientific fields. What does the chapter suggest about changes happening around us? The correct answer is some changes are reversible. Explanation. The chapter explores how some changes are reversible, while others are not. What is explored in relation to electric batteries, lamps, and wires? The correct answer is properties of materials. Explanation. The properties of materials like metals and non-metals are discussed in connection to batteries, lamps, and wires. Which celestial bodies are discussed in relation to day and night? The correct answer is Earth, Moon, and Sun. Explanation. The relationship between Earth, Moon, and Sun leads to the phenomena of day and night. What aspect of living organisms is touched upon in the chapter? The correct answer is life processes. Explanation. Life processes in plants and animals are covered. Which phenomenon is explicitly mentioned in the chapter? The correct answer is light and shadows. Explanation. Light and shadows are specifically mentioned as a topic within the chapter. Which of the following topics are explored as part of space? The correct answer is Earth, Moon, Sun, and eclipses. Explanation. The Earth, Moon, Sun, and eclipses are discussed as interconnected concepts. Understanding the world. Science. Way of thinking. Curiosity. Asking questions. Physics. Study of matter. Chemistry. Study of substances. Biology. Study of life. Earth sciences. Study of Earth. Scientific ideas. Inspired discoveries. Properties of materials. Reversible changes. Earth. Moon. Exploration. Nation. Experimentation. Relation. Curiosity. Verbosity. Questions. Hestiones. Unknown. Alone. Physics. Kicks. Chemistry. Tristry. Biology. Apology. Earth. Birth. Light. Kite.
To truly lock this topic into your long-term memory, follow the spaced repetition technique. I've added a link to a quiz in the description below. Take it now and again later when you feel you're forgetting. Share your score in the comments. Let's learn together. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, show your support by liking, subscribing, and sharing with your friends. Your feedback keeps me going. Drop your thoughts or topic requests in the comments. Until next time, keep learning the smart way with Flash Learn Hub.